Welcome Inside the Lines. I am Greg Sussman. This is Frank Stanfield. Tonight, the Knicks and Lakers go at it at Madison Square Garden, according to the FanDuel Sportsbook. The spread is 12.5 points. The Knicks are underdogs, but with the game total sitting at 222.5. Lakers are coming off a big loss in Boston, falling by 32 points. Well, the Knicks are coming off a really good win against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the defense was a difference maker.
Yeah, the defense has been much better for the Knicks over their last two games, limiting the 76ers and Cavs to just 38.3% shooting. They've covered both of those games as well. They're going to need that defense tonight, Greg, going up against LeBron James and Anthony Davis. The Lakers currently lead the NBA in field goal percentage at 48.5%. There's some trends in this game that don't really favor the Lakers here in this spot, Greg. They're just 18-17-1 against the spread with Anthony Davis. We mentioned that the other day when they went up against the Celtics. The lines are usually inflated when Anthony Davis is in the lineup. They're 7-8 against the spread when favored by double digits as well, and they're just 6-9 against the spread when favored on the road this season. So there's a few trends there that are not favoring the Lakers tonight.
I want to take a look at the total for a moment. As I mentioned, it's 222.5. The Lakers, they've gone over their total in 6 consecutive contests. The Knicks, they've gone under their total in 3 in a row after going over in 4 in a row. But like you mentioned, the defense, it's been better. They allowed 86 points to the Cavs, the second least amount of points that they have allowed in a game all season long. And they're going up against the Lakers team where last time out, they combined for 204 points total.
And that's why the total's been dropping all day. This total opened up around 224 points, down to 222.5, and I think that makes sense based on the way the Knicks have been playing defense. They've also slowed down the pace tremendously over their last 2 games. It's a very, very small sample size. They're just 29th in pace in the NBA during that span, so that's why we're seeing the totals drop down today, Greg.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens a little bit later on. Coming up next, the Rockets taking on the Nuggets, and Zion Williamson makes his NBA debut. We'll break it down for you coming up next here on Inside the Lines.
They say less is more, but we believe more is more. That's why we build FanDuel Sportsbook with more ways to bet, more ways to fund your account, more ways to cash in, and more ways to cash out, with payouts delivered straight to your bank account in as little as 48 hours. You want more? You got it. Join today and get a risk-free bet worth up to $500. FanDuel Sportsbook, more ways to win.
Back inside the lines, Greg Sussman and Frank Stanfield. The Nuggets are in Houston tonight, and they are an 8.5-point underdog according to the FanDuel Sportsbook, with the total sitting at 228.5. And last time out, they were underdogs against Minnesota. That didn't work out. We nailed it. Tonight, this is a really big number in Houston, a Rockets team that has been struggling as of late.
The Rockets are ice cold, Greg. They're 0-4 straight up and against the spread in their last 4 games. During that stretch, they're 20th in the NBA in scoring, 27th in the NBA in field goal percentage. A lot of that falls on James Harden in the month of January, shooting just 35.8% from the field, 26% from 3. So he's going through a cold stretch right now. I can't lay this many points with the Houston Rockets. I'm going to take the points here with the Denver Nuggets. I know that they're dealing with a lot of injuries right now, but give me the 8.5 with the Denver Nuggets here, Greg.
8.5 is way too many. Give me Denver as well. Now the game of the night. We've been looking forward to it all season long. Zion Williamson makes his NBA debut for the Pelicans at home against the Spurs. They're a 3.5-point favorite are the New Orleans Pelicans, with a total sitting at 236. And it's not just Zion's return, Frank. It's the fact that the Pelicans are one of the hottest teams in the NBA.
They've been playing much better over their last 16 games. They're 11-5 straight up. They are 13-3 against the spread. This 16-game stretch comes after a 13-game losing streak, so they were really cold in the middle part of that season. They've started to heat up here, and that was without Zion Williamson, their prized rookie. So now he returns tonight. I like the Pelicans in this spot, Greg. I don't know if it's just the bandwagon, Zion returning, but I want to lay the points. I like the over in this game as well. It's been a popular play with the Pelicans.
So I'm with you with Zion Williamson with the Pelicans. I like New Orleans, and I like the over because New Orleans, they've gone over quite a bit over their last 10 games, 11 out of 12 to be exact. Let's move on to our Dalla Holla here, and I'm going off the board, Frankie. John Morant's been my guy. 5 or more rebounds and a win. He's done it twice for me already. He's going to do it again tonight in Boston. A Boston team coming off the huge win against the Lakers. It's a letdown spot. I like John Morant, 5+ rebounds, and the Grizzlies to beat Boston tonight.
I'm going back to the Nuggets. Will Barton to score 20+ points. There's a lot of injuries in that game. No Jamal Murray, no Paul Millsap. For Will Barton to score 20+ points and the Nuggets win, you're getting that at +820.